What's good, y'all? It's the one and only Nappy Head Fred coming back to y'all with another mixtape review for the first time in a long time. But today we are going to be reviewing Chance the Rapper Acid Rap or Acid Rap, whatever you want to call it. This is the 10th anniversary complete edition. This mixtape released April 30th, 2013. And really there's no record label on it. He kind of just dropped it as a mixtape. I think y'all get the whole idea. But let's get into it.
Raps just made me anxious, and acid made me crazy. Them squares just made me looser, that wax just made me lazy. And
First song we got on here is Good Intro. I'ma just say that and we can just move on. I feel like this was a pretty exciting start to the intro. I would say it definitely has some hype to it. Getting into the production though, it definitely gives you that church feel, just that excitement, just the choir in the background, just singing and joyful kind of music. And I feel like Chance the Rapper's rapping ability was very technical in terms of just his sound being really just out there. So I feel like the blend was honestly nice. Will I say it's the best intro I've ever heard? No, but I do like the effort and the creativity he did do with this. I feel like he flowed through the track very well. He had amazing cadence within this song, but it's just not a song I would listen to often. So that's really the only con I would have to say about it. But I do think it's pretty good for an intro wise.
always, still gotta let him in, no practice. Still gotta burn him in, no lacking. Still out of jam.
Next song we have on here is Pusha Man. I actually enjoyed this song quite a bit. I love the production on here. It definitely gives you that jazzy kind of old school feel to it. But then obviously with a trap sound beat type, I thought was a really nice touch overall. The sound of Chance, I think he blended in with the production very, very well. His flow was amazing. His lyrics were honestly pretty dope as well. This song is pretty catchy. I kind of just like the mood of it. It's a different vibe compared to the previous song that I just named. So the creativity on here is honestly amazing as well. I would argue one of the more underrated songs. I can't really judge it because this is the 10th anniversary, so everything's kind of resetted. But obviously, I think this song is definitely a really good song in general.
I've been riding around with my blunt on my lips, with the sun in my eyes and my gun on.
Next song we got on here is Paranoia or Paranoia. Gosh, I am so bad with words today. Um, I feel like this song was okay, at least to me. I might get a lot of crazy people be like, bro, this song is amazing. I just didn't really vibe with it as much as I wanted to. I feel like the production definitely gave me kind of a Kid Cudi vibe, where I could see Kid Cudi on this song with his melodies, and y'all know how Kid Cudi is, so it definitely feels like more of a Kid Cudi kind of sound more than a Chance the Rapper sound. And not only that, I feel like after a while the song kind of got boring to me. It just wasn't, there wasn't enough energy in Chance's voice for me to stay engaged. So I feel like this is probably one of the songs you can maybe play when you're like studying or something, or when you're just, being to yourself. But I don't think for like headphone user wise, if I'm trying to listen to something that is getting me going, I just don't feel like it's that kind of song. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad song. I feel like, again, it's creative, but it's just not a song I would listen to that often. So that's really about it.
I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it's dank. I miss my cocoa butter kisses.
Next song we got on here is Cocoa Butter Kisses. I honestly like this song a lot. I feel like the title is just like iconic. I don't know why, but the production on here was very, very good. I love the just different instruments in this song and just how like slow paced it is, but yet the rapping ability is just a fast-paced cadence, and I just love that. But getting into the rap performance, I feel like rap performance from Chance was amazing. I feel like he was able to flow through the track, having a fast cadence but such a slow beat. I just love that. And there were some features on this song, but it doesn't say it like on the title, but the feature that I did hear was Twista, and I feel like his verse was amazing. He was able to keep a steady cadence with the song with his fast ability rapping. And I forgot who the other feature was. It sounded like Joey, but maybe it could have been somebody else. I'm just not exactly sure. But I thought this song was amazing. It's a song that I would honestly listen to often because it definitely has a nice like little vibe to it, and I would argue one of the more popular songs on the album, if not the most popular song in Chance the Rapper's catalog.
And no Chatham's on. Foolies glad I'm home. Even my haters kinda glad I'm on. Rest in peace to my
Next song we got on here is Juice. I thought this song was pretty catchy for the most part. I feel like the hook definitely made it very catchy. It just has a really catchy hook in general. I feel like the production I wasn't the biggest fan of. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely again gave you that church feel, but like I just feel like the production wasn't completed enough for me to really vibe with it. And not only that, there was just a couple times it felt like Chance was kind of offbeat. So it was kind of hard to like keep pace with the song. I don't know. I just didn't find it that enjoyable. It's not the worst song, I didn't just say, but it's not the worst song on this album. I feel like there's still potential. Maybe I need to listen to it a couple more times, but I just didn't find any like good use for it like that, and I just don't see myself listening to this in any kind of mood, even if I'm like happy. I don't see myself listening to this, but that's just my personal opinion. But I would say overall, it's just an okay song.
Damn, I'm in so deep. Probably cause you're empty. You can't even speak. Damn, yo.
Next song we got on here is Lost. I definitely like this song due to the production being a remix of, I forgot what song it is, but it's a very common like production that you probably heard on somebody else's song. The production was amazing. I love the beat type switch that they had within the song. Chance the Rapper's voice on this song was very, very good. I feel like he flowed through the track very well. This is a real just laid back song in general, so there isn't nothing too much going on. It's really just a cool little song to like listen to. I would honestly say on a late night drive. I don't see why you wouldn't listen to this on a late night drive. But I definitely enjoyed this song a lot, even though I heard a lot of remixes of this type of production on different like occasions, but it still fits within Chance's like whole vibe. So I definitely enjoyed it, and I would argue one of the more underrated songs on the album.
Good. And what's good evil? And what's good gangsters? And what's good people? And why God.
Next song we got on here is Everybody's Something. I feel like the title alone definitely has like represents something in general. I don't know where I was going with that. I think y'all know what I mean. Like the title itself is definitely very strong because he's basically explaining there's somebody for everybody, and there's something, or there's everybody for something. So I think him explaining that does show a lot of wide range and how versatile he can get with storytelling, which I enjoyed his storytelling on here as well. I feel like the production I wasn't really vibing with like that, but I feel like the lyrics definitely made it a complete song to me. I just love the storytelling of it, and I love just the truthness to it, and just how reality really is, because there really is somebody for everybody. You just gotta explore the world a little bit, get your name out there, and then that somebody will come to you. So I feel like a good representation of the song, motivation, if you will, for those who may not have their own person yet. They'll find it soon. So there's somebody for everybody, and pretty solid song overall.
Better than tripping is falling in love. What's better than Letterman, Leno Fallon, and all the above? What's better than popping bottles?
Next song we got on here is Interlude. That's Love. I had a trouble maybe listen to this as a song, but I do feel like his flow on here was definitely really amazing. I feel like the production was definitely acceptable. It wasn't my favorite, but I can accept listening to it and it doesn't like throw me off or anything. But I feel like his flow and storytelling was really good on here. Now, this is a really short song, so that's why I had trouble calling this a song or not. But I feel like for the most part, it's not a song you would listen to often. But for an interlude, you listen to it one good time and you enjoy it. So that's really about it, though.
Or Rocky Rocket Launcher, shake that laffy taffy, jolly raunchy rap, bang bang bang, ski ski ski.
Next song we got on here is Favorite Song, and I'm gonna say featuring Childish Gambino because I heard his voice in the background. Um, it's kind of funny and ironic when you hear certain production just like way back, like when you were younger and you wonder where that production came from. This is like one of those songs. So when I heard the production, I instantly got like nostalgia throwback. I'm like, dang, I've heard this before. Now I don't know if this is the original beat. It might be something older, but it definitely brought me back because I'm like, I remember hearing this at one point, and this came out when I was like 12, so that should speak volume. But I feel like the production was definitely really good. It gives you kind of that summertime kind of feel to it. It's definitely something you could play in your car. I feel like Chance the Rapper's part was really, really good. Very acceptable verse. Childish Gambino surprise feature, at least to me, because his name isn't on the feature, but his verse was honestly really nice. And I think low-key Childish Gambino and Chance the Rapper make a pretty good like duo just on a song. So hopefully I hear more from both of them on the same song because they definitely work very well together. So I would honestly say a really good song. I guess you could say one of my favorite songs on this album. I keep saying album, it's a mixtape, but y'all get the point.
And lucid dreams is lucid, loosely based on music. Swallow my mucus, hope your pussy get hurt.
Next song we got on here is Nana. I honestly enjoyed this song a lot. At first, I thought, okay, this is another one of them boring songs because the production was very kind of just dragged on, and I'm like, I don't know about this. But the more and more I listen to it, the more and more I actually like it a lot. His lyricism, hopefully I said that right. Hopefully I said that right. Gosh. His lyricism was definitely really good and very underrated within this track. The production, I would say, is kind of on the low end. It's not terrible, but it's like it's a very just low end kind of production. But I feel like his lyrics and his flow definitely made up for it. I feel like this song definitely got enjoyable for the second and third listen. And I would argue one of the more underrated songs on here because I mean it only got like 9 comments and like 956 likes. So definitely check it out if y'all haven't.
Smoking in my car, it's that nigga Cheno, aka Mr. Bennett, aka Tony.
Next song I got on here is Smoke Again. I enjoyed this song quite a bit. The production definitely gave you that kind of, you know, trumpet feel, but like kind of soft trumpet. But I feel like it definitely gave some elevation in some way. So it had some excitement, but definitely more calmer excitement, if that makes any sense. So I could say I enjoyed the production quite a bit. I liked, you know, the slow pace of Chance the Rapper just rapping on his lyrical ability. I feel like he was able to flow through the track very well, different cadence, different sound with this one I thought was really good. I don't know who the feature was, but I feel like the feature was definitely acceptable. I feel like his performance was well put together. And overall, I just feel like this is a complete song. So I really can't complain with it that much. Really dope.
Acid in the rain, wore my jacket as a cape and my umbrella as a cane. The richest man rocks the snatchless.
Next song we got on here is Acid Rain. I actually enjoyed this song a lot. For a person that was just judging how low moody most of the songs were, I would say this is one of them, but the production is like so settled and chill that it made me like vibe with it a lot. And I said a lot. And I feel like his lyrics were definitely really dope. I like how calm he was. I like how the storytelling aspect was really good. This is definitely like one of these songs where I would listen to just like playing the game or just, I would say even driving in a car. Like this is kind of one of those songs where I feel like nobody's really going to complain about skipping it. Everybody's just going to like vibe with it. So this is definitely, I could personally say, one of my favorite songs on the entire mixtape. It just has some relatability, and I feel like it definitely matches kind of my energy because I am more subtle, more calm, and I feel like it was able to do that.
Name dropping, good looking, motherfucking, mother, shut your mouth.
Next song we got on here is Chainsmoker. I feel like this song was okay. I kind of was struggling with the production because it had like so much excitement compared to the previous song. It kind of like I don't want to say the wrong word and then I look crazy, but it just like I don't you know what, I'm not even gonna say it because it's gonna be a big pause moment. But basically it was just so like loud that it just caught me by surprise. I was just like, what's going on? So it definitely has a lot of excitement. It's definitely like high tier production, but I do feel like the production did take over his performance, and his performance honestly wasn't bad. I feel like his rapping ability was cool. But this isn't really a song I'm like crazy about. I'm not even gonna lie. I could really do without this song, but that's not to say it's the worst song on the album. If I'm being honest, there's really no bad song, just to let y'all know, but there are just songs where I'm just like, I don't really care to listen to it again. But this is really just one of those songs, honestly.
The branch and chiller, everything's good. My manager backpack with packs of
The last song we have on this mixtape, I'm glad I got that right this time, is Everything's Good. I feel like for the last song, I think he could have did a little better. I feel like the beginning part was obviously him thanking, a certain someone that helped him out to grow his career, to, help him elevate to make this mixtape, which I like that good message at the beginning and just showing his love to the person that helped him. But once it got into the actual song, I kind of like lost interest after a while. I feel like his storytelling was good, but I don't know, the production was kind of like bland and it just didn't really vibe with how he was explaining the story. So, I mean, I feel like it's an okay song. It's acceptable. It's not like, unlistenable, but like I just didn't really connect with it like that. So I just say it's okay for now. But it is time to get to the final thoughts. My final thoughts on this mixtape. I definitely was very judgmental at the beginning because with my first time listening to it, I didn't really enjoy it. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like I just felt like it wasn't really something that I would listen to. And then obviously, with every other album review I've done, I reviewed the album again. Well, not review, but I listened to the album again and I liked it a lot more the second time. So definitely, I feel like a second chance album. I know that was kind of a pun, but I wasn't trying to use a pun. But definitely, a second chance was definitely needed for this album for me to really enjoy it. I feel like the production was very high end, especially for a mixtape wise. And this was around the time I don't even think he was like up yet. Like I think he was still, on the rise. So I feel like he did very good with the production. I feel like features were surprisingly amazing. I feel like his wordplay and lyricism is very underrated compared to a lot of other rappers around that period of time. I feel like just his cadence and his voice is very unique compared to a lot of other rappers too. And you can hear the inspiration in his voice in a lot of the songs. Like I low-key heard like an Eminem kind of flow in one of the songs, which I thought was really dope just to show that he pays homage to people like Eminem. And just, his uniqueness and creativeness was definitely top tier. Many people would say this is like the best, you know, I would say project that he's ever made. Now, I'll be the judge of that once I review the rest of his stuff. But I would definitely say it's got to be up there because I feel like this mixtape was very enjoyable. It definitely equates to an album in general because I could see this being an album as well. And honestly, man, I can't really complain. I definitely underestimated Chance because before this album, I didn't really listen to Chance the rapper like that. I just didn't know if I would vibe with him like that. But I feel like this I keep saying album, but I feel like this mixtape definitely set the standard as arguably one of the better mixtapes of all time, and I think it should definitely give a good listen if y'all haven't listened to it. With all that being said, I'm giving this album, this album, I am giving this mixtape at 8 out of 10. That will conclude today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, like, subscribe, and comment down below what other albums y'all want me to review. Also, click the link down in my description for all my social medias. But yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one.